Welcome to the DoubleACS Daily News for July 19th, 2017. Computer security is becoming a bigger and bigger concern in this digital age. The Attleboro Public Library recently made an effort to inform the public on how they can stay safe in a talk led by expert Micha Nelson.
I think there's a lot of fear in the community about these mythical hacker figures that can do whatever. They can do anything they want with just a few magic programs and get into any system, but it's really just not true that they have these magical powers. They're taking advantage of basic mistakes that people make all the time. And there are people out there that are really, really good hackers, but most of them just rely on us making mistakes. And the good news to that is that making a few good choices can improve our security vastly. I want to try to reduce some of that fear and teach people that some basic steps can protect themselves. Updating their computers, two-step verification, using strong passwords really can make a big difference. There's always a vulnerability, there's always a risk, right? So on a bad day with a really good phishing email, anyone can fall for it. There's no such thing as a person that is not susceptible to these sort of risks. And the things that catch one person might not catch another. Great example of this. People ask me all the time, I got a phishing email about receiving a package. How did they know I was going to be receiving a package? But I was asked this question in mid-November. It's like, well, everyone's shopping online, everyone's getting packages. They didn't know you were, but it just happened to line up that you were expecting a package and you got a phishing email about a package. So these sort of things happen. Targeting flights, confirm your flight. There's probably 5–10% of the population at any given time is about to fly somewhere. So that's really what happens, where you have a threat meets a person at the right place at the right time. The most common way that a person is going to be hacked is through their email account. So messages are emailed to people all the time that include malware, that include links to dangerous websites. Advertising networks on even legitimate websites can be compromised and serve malware. So the reality is there's no bad part of town on the internet. Any website at any time, any email at any time could potentially contain these threats. But just because there's a threat doesn't mean we can't be secure. I think that the fear that we see now is a combination of real things that happen in the world combined with the portrayal in movies and TV. And I'm kind of glad. I'm glad that it's in movies and TV. You've got shows like Mr. Robot, which is somewhat accurate. You've got shows like NCIS, which is super inaccurate. But the point is they're at least raising the awareness about security. I think that the election has brought a lot of attention to the idea that hackers are a thing, phishing emails are a thing, this sort of stuff occurs and can happen to anyone. It's the first time we've ever had a deep public discussion about cybersecurity and cyber risks impacting the world outside of the internet. And especially with the growth of things like the Internet of Things, people are connecting their doorbells to the internet, that raises a little concern. It starts to get a little creepy, like, hey, who's doing this? The Department of Homeland Security has an initiative called Protect Your Login that gives you good information about how to use two-step verification. If you did one thing for your cybersecurity, two-step verification would be it. So Protect Your Login from DHS. There's also twofactorauth.org. Which is a website that has the instructions for enabling two-step verification on all your accounts. That way, if someone does steal your password, which will happen, they don't get access to your account. So that's a great place to start. If you're just going to do one thing, that would be it.
That's it for today's update. You can watch all of our content in high definition by visiting our website, DoubleACS.com, by downloading the DoubleACS mobile app or visiting the DoubleACS Roku channel. For DoubleACS News, I'm Austin Ricketts.